What's up YouTube? It's Viva Laquez back again with another video. Now I know it's been a minute and to be honest I've just been really busy, but I really wanted to push this video out. So I'm going to be titling this video Best Jordan 1 Release of 2018, and this is more of a personal opinion for me just based off all the Jordan 1s that I copped from 2018. So with that being said, as you guys can see, I have two shoes right in front of me here. These are the Jordan 1 collab with Union Los Angeles. I'm going to start with these first. Starting with the bottom sole. The bottom sole does look like your classic Jordan 1 bottom sole. Honestly, I think this midsole looks really cool. The midsole is not your standard Jordan 1 white midsole. It has like a cream beige kind of vintage look to it, as you would see on like a pair of 1985 or 1994 Jordan 1s. It has like that yellowing of the midsole. I love how they're not white. I think this gives it a really good look and it like adds towards that vintage feel that they were going for. So getting into the uppers, if you look at the bottom half of the shoe, it's very reminiscent of the Bred Toe ones but with a little twist. So if you look closely at the edges of the leather, you can see that it's been lined with like an orange rust kind of color. I think that's to add towards the vintage look that they were going for. To be honest, I really like the way that looks. I think it adds a lot of character to the shoe. So moving on. So if you look closely at the leather, especially the white paneling, it features some very tumbled leather. Just feeling it, it feels very soft. I think the quality of the leather that they used was really good on this pair. I'm not really like a leather connoisseur, but these feel really soft and really buttery. I really like the leather that they used on these compared to some of the other retros. I think for a collaboration this big, they should be using some really quality leather. So getting into my favorite part of the shoe is the top half. So I want to say the colorway that they used for the top half was the metallic silvers. I could be wrong, but if you look closely at the colorway, it's like a grayish silver up top. And what I love about this is, if you look at the material up here, they use a different material. The material uses like a fuzzy felt type of material, and for me it's reminiscent of like those old 1985 pairs that when the paint starts chipping off, you're left with like this kind of material. So adding on to more of the little details, if you look at the Air Jordan Wings logo, it's at least 2 to 3 times bigger than what you would see on a regular retro. It's funny because it kind of reminds me of fake pairs. Like if you're trying to examine a fake pair, sometimes the Wings logo is misplaced or oversized. I love the way it looks because it's huge and it's taken up the whole side up here. It also features the Union LA branding, which is really cool. You know, it's a gold tab, it sticks out. So they have this blue contrast stitching that separates the top half from the bottom half. For me, that's my favorite part of the shoe. I love the way that looks. I love how they use the blue stitching to contrast everything. And just the mashup of colors in this area just looks really cool to me. So if you look at the tongue, the bottom half of the tongue is black and the top half is white. It's actually 2 pieces of a tongue stitched in together. If you've seen a pair of off-white ones, the tongue has like that deconstructed look where the foam is sticking out towards the edges. And I really love that about the shoe. And it features a Nike Air tab in gray with white lettering. And last but not least, the shoelaces. So this pair came laced up with the laces that were black on the bottom half, and towards the middle they turned into this like cream yellow color. I'm probably going to keep these laces on these, and I know they did come with 2 more pairs of laces. Yes, so it did come with this pair right here where it's cream up the bottom, black on the top half, and as you've seen in pictures, it does come with the yellow laces. And I forgot to get into the box, so let's get into that real quick. It's not your traditional Jordan 1 box where it says Nike Air on top in black and red. This one surprisingly has a Jumpman logo, and it has all this artwork on top. It's like some old pictures of MJ. Yeah, definitely these are some really old posters and ads from back in the day. Along with like what looks like sketches of early Jordan models. So that's really cool. I really like it. And it has some artwork with what looks like some sketches of them designing the shoe. I forgot to add, it came with a Jumpman hang tag. It has the Jumpman logo with the Union branding on the bottom, and the other side is just the Jumpman logo. This is really cool. I didn't even know these were on here. But yeah, so that's it for the box. And let's get right into the other shoe. I'm not going to go too in-depth with it just because more or less the shoes are very similar, just different in the colorway. So like I said, traditional Jordan 1 soles. And just like the other pair, it does have the vintage cream midsoles. As you can see, the bottom half is very reminiscent to the Storm Blues. So similar to the other pair, the edge of the leather is lined with like that orange rust color, which looks really good with the blue. Oh, what's this? I think I might have missed something. So, taking a closer look at the Nike swoosh, I feel like they used a different material on the swoosh than they did the leather. It's like a suede looking type of material. It's more coarse and rough compared to the leather. I didn't even notice that. Let me take a look at the other pair. Yeah, I can't believe I missed that. The same with this pair. This leather is a lot different than what they used on the uppers. So that's really cool. I did not notice that. Wow. So, getting into the top half of the shoe, I want to say they used the Jordan Breds for these. I mean, come on. They look just like the top half of the Breds. Similar to the other pair, they use that fuzzy felt material up top, and I think it looks great. You have your oversized Air Jordan Wings logo with your Gold Union LA tab right underneath. So, opposed to the Bred Toe pair, this pair features gold stitching that separates the Storm Blue from the Bred uppers. And honestly, I like the gold stitching a lot better. Just like that contrast stitching that you would see on like vintage denim. And getting into the tongue, the bottom half of the tongue is a white nylon separated by the gold stitching to a black tongue upper. Like I said, my favorite feature definitely has to be that deconstructed raw edge part of the tongue. So this pair was laced up with the other set of laces. The pair where it was like vintage cream at the bottom and obviously black on top. I like the way this looks though, and honestly these two shoes are my favorite Jordan 1s of the year. Not everyone's gonna agree with me. Well, obviously I'm just being biased just because I love Jordan 1s. But yeah, so let me show you an on-foot look of these. I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, I'm Viva Lakev, signing out. Peace.